Hello, I'm Emily Weigel, and first I'd like to start by extending a warm welcome to Dr. Denny Takahashi-Kelso, Marine Conservation Initiative Program Director at the Gordon and Betty Moore Foundation. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. Today I'll be discussing odontocetes and underwater sound, and what humans can do to strengthen our understanding of sound and how it affects these toothed whales. There are 5 contributing factors to loss of hearing in mammals. These include intense chronic noise, or constant drone of an engine, transient intense noise, such as explosions, age-related hearing loss, congenital hearing impairment, and ototoxic drug treatment, which may happen to wild dolphins due to PCBs or stranded dolphins being treated with antibiotics or antifungals. This isn't good because odontocetes rely on their hearing skills for communication with other individuals, feeding, and orientation. In research focused on 5 years' worth of stranded odontocetes, 10 of the 34 individuals tested demonstrated hearing loss, 4 of which were bottlenose dolphins. Since we're unable to know the history of noise exposure in stranded wild dolphins and whales, it is necessary to study captive cetaceans and ones born in captivity to expand our threshold of knowledge. This study suggested that the hearing of all cetaceans in rehabilitation should be tested, as hearing deficits can lead to stranding. Both captive and wild odontocetes' high-frequency hearing abilities can be tested by auditory evoked potential, or AEP, method. AEPs use a jawphone with a transducer, hydrophone, and acoustic processing software to test hearing using instant neurophysiological responses to stimuli. This groundbreaking ability to capture and release wild whales and dolphins and screen their hearing levels using a non-invasive technique provides a method for sampling enough individuals to describe hearing abilities at the population level. Now, let's talk about what we can do together. The Moore Foundation has the fiscal capacity to fund this program, the Game Changer. AMMPS, or AMMPS, is the Acoustics and Marine Mammal Persistence Study, which involves my global training of marine scientists in AEP testing methods for marine mammals. Your generous contribution of funds will purchase the necessary equipment for researchers in marine mammal hotspots who interact with them frequently or serve as caretakers for captive marine mammals. This infrastructure will allow scientists all over the world to build a long-term publicly available portfolio over time on our database. As more passages are opening for shipping and travel throughout the oceans due to sea ice decreases, our seas are only getting busier. This research will help show if there are certain mammals that are consistently affected and others that are more auditorily resilient. An example of this is the study I discussed earlier where 10 of the 34 toothed whales tested had hearing loss. None of the pygmy killer whales, nor the Atlantic spotted dolphin, nor pilot whale showed evidence of hearing loss. There are only so many resources available to science, and using generalized protection for marine mammals in unnecessary habitats isn't something that we can afford to do. Your generous help will also fund my PhD program in marine science and conservation at Duke University's Nicholas School of the Environment, the culmination of which will bring forth a thesis based upon AEP methods and the growing database. I ask that your organization please continue to fund the AMMPS program after I have completed my PhD, so other students may continue this work. Thank you for your consideration. I look forward to working on these research initiatives in partnership with the Moore Foundation.